Have you ever felt that your masturbation habits are limiting your ability to reach your full potential? What if the way you touch yourself is actually reducing the amount of pleasure you receive? Here, I'm going to go over 6 common mistakes men make when masturbating, and the last one could blow your mind. This video is a game changer that will completely transform the way you interact with your body and enjoy your alone time. You are currently on the From Older Women channel. I am a certified sex coach, and my goal is to help men like you rediscover the joys of solo pleasure. Sure, you may already enjoy masturbation, but what if that's just the tip of the iceberg? My purpose is to help you feel like you deserve it, get rid of the shame, and have fun doing it. The first mistake I want to point out is falling into the semen retention fallacy. Let me remind you right before that I try to publish 3 videos every week, and by subscribing, you won't miss any of my content. Let's come to the point. There is a very popular belief that stopping ejaculation will give you superpowers, more energy, better focus, and higher testosterone levels. But the truth is that there is no scientific evidence to support these claims. In fact, research shows that regular ejaculation can have health benefits, such as reduced stress, improved emotional well-being, lower risk of prostate cancer, and reduced risk of dying from heart disease. Realize that holding in your semen is not a magical solution, as many people say. The solution is to follow your desires in accordance with your values, and without unnecessary guilt. Now we come to the mistake that sabotages your pleasure, even in sex with your partner, the numbing grip. I know it sounds dramatic, but I'm talking about your favorite masturbation technique. Think about it for a moment. Usually, men provide friction by squeezing too hard and too fast. Now, there's no shame here. This is a judgment-free zone, and if you have an effective, wonderful way of ejaculating that gives you pleasure, that's great. But when you focus on a certain spot with a certain type of stroke, you are missing out on a whole world of pleasure. The same thing often happens with women, especially when they use a vibrator that overstimulates their clitoris. As a result, it can be difficult to experience orgasms from other types of stimulation because they are used to this style. The same goes for the numbing grip. Your penis gets used to that kind of touch, that kind of grip, and it makes it difficult for you to ejaculate in other wonderful ways. Some of you may have experienced that when trying other masturbation techniques or having sex, it takes you a really long time to ejaculate. Maybe you have even been diagnosed with delayed ejaculation because of this. So yes, your favorite grip definitely does the job. It feels good, but it makes you less sensitive to other types of touch. Don't worry though, because there is a quick solution for this, which doesn't sound so fun. You need to try different techniques to teach your body to enjoy different types of touch and eventually ejaculate. Yes, it can be frustrating at first, but it is definitely worth it. So relax, slow down, find a good quality lubricant, and explore different ways of touching yourself. If you want an even faster solution, masturbating with a condom is great. Although your stimulation receptors may not want it at first, once you get used to it, you will enjoy sex in all forms much more. The next mistake men make when it comes to masturbating is rushing the experience. Most men are really used to masturbating quickly, quietly, and in a hurry. Maybe it's because when you were younger, you had to do it in secret. Even if you're married, you might have to do it in secret, right? You have to sneak out and do it. Maybe there's a lot of guilt and shame that comes with it. But I just want to remind you that you're an adult now. It's your body. You don't need permission from anyone to touch it in a way that feels good. And if you feel guilty or ashamed about that, or you feel like your partner won't understand, then I really recommend having a conversation about it. It's going to sound strange at first, but it's worth it to give yourself that space, especially if you're in a sexless marriage or a relationship where your libido levels vary widely. But to be honest, you don't even need to be in that situation. The truth is that even men who are single may feel the need to do this experience with some kind of guilt and as quickly as possible. But I want to tell you that when you rush, you are depriving yourself of the full experience. Yes, masturbation can reduce your tension and provide a sense of relaxation, but it can also feel great, and you can even see it as a ritual. So every once in a while, take the time to massage yourself with a good quality lubricant. Instead of doing it in between chores during the day, enjoy it over a large period of time. The next mistake I want to point out is ignoring the rest of your body. Yes, your penis is great, but there is a whole rest of your body that you can still experience. For example, sensations involving several nerves, your nipples, various penis parts, your inner thighs, and your perineum, the area between your testicles and your anus, or even your anus if you feel comfortable stimulating that area. Don't worry, focusing on these areas doesn't make you gay. It just makes you carefree and confident in exploring your own body. The next mistake I want to point out is not using the appropriate tools. I want to warn you, especially if you are using lotion, but I also understand that this is your body. Lotion is easy to use and a bit slippery, but it is not the best tool for the job because they can often contain chemicals that are not suitable for sensitive skin, especially the head of your penis. They also don't last long. Their purpose is to absorb and moisturize the skin, not to reduce friction and allow for mobility. You might think that a high-quality lubricant won't improve your experience that much, but just try one bottle, then come back to the comments section and tell me how it made you feel. By the way, don't be afraid to experiment with toys. They are not just for women. Getting rid of monotony and being open to different experiences adds color to your life. Automatic rings, strokers, penis vibrators, and much more. There are a lot of toys for men. Well, this next mistake is really serious and can significantly reduce your enjoyment. It can even be the main thing that prevents you from enjoying your alone time. It has nothing to do with technique or equipment. It's more about how you look at masturbation and how you treat yourself during and after the experience. Most of us have different fetishes, kinks, preferences, and ways of ejaculating, right? We may put our minds in different modes or use a technique that feels strange to us. But I want you to know that you are not alone. Yes, I'm talking to all of you who are judgmental and overthinking. Maybe you've heard that masturbation is sinful, wrong, selfish, disgusting, even perverted, and maybe you're ashamed of the way you touch yourself. Sweetheart, masturbation is normal. It is healthy, it is not shameful, and it is not something you need to justify to anyone, including yourself. When you allow yourself to let go of guilt, embrace your curiosity, and really learn what turns you on, you can unleash your full potential for pleasure. There is something I really want from you. Start treating your alone time as something precious, something sacred, not as something you have to hide or feel bad about. Give yourself permission to feel good because you are worth it. What technique will you apply that you learned from this video? Share your thoughts in the comments. Now, let's delve deeper into each of these points to provide a more comprehensive understanding of how these common mistakes can impact your experience, and how you can make meaningful changes to enhance your pleasure and overall well-being. Masturbation is a natural and healthy part of life, yet many men approach it with a sense of guilt, shame, or even ignorance about how to make the most of it. By addressing these mistakes, you can transform your relationship with your body and your sexuality, leading to a more fulfilling and enjoyable experience. The first mistake, the semen retention fallacy, is rooted in a cultural and sometimes pseudoscientific belief that holding back ejaculation can lead to increased energy, focus, and even spiritual enlightenment. While it's true that some ancient practices and modern ideologies promote the idea of semen retention, the scientific evidence does not support these claims. In fact, regular ejaculation has been linked to numerous health benefits. Studies have shown that men who ejaculate more frequently have a lower risk of prostate cancer, reduced stress levels, and improved emotional well-being. Ejaculation releases endorphins and other feel-good hormones, which can help alleviate anxiety and depression. Additionally, regular sexual activity, including masturbation, has been associated with a lower risk of heart disease. The key takeaway here is that there is no need to feel guilty or ashamed about ejaculating. Instead, focus on enjoying the experience and reaping the health benefits that come with it. The second mistake, the numbing grip, is something many men can relate to without even realizing it. When you masturbate, it's easy to fall into a routine of using the same grip, pressure, and speed every time. Over time, your body becomes accustomed to this specific type of stimulation, which can lead to decreased sensitivity and difficulty experiencing pleasure from other forms of touch. This phenomenon is not unique to men. Women who rely heavily on vibrators for clitoral stimulation often find it challenging to orgasm through other means. The solution is to vary your techniques and explore different ways of touching yourself. This might feel awkward or less satisfying at first, but over time, your body will adapt, and you'll discover new sources of pleasure. Using a high-quality lubricant can also enhance the experience, making it easier to experiment with different strokes and pressures. Additionally, masturbating with a condom can help reduce sensitivity and train your body to respond to a wider range of stimuli, which can be particularly beneficial if you're experiencing delayed ejaculation or difficulty reaching orgasm during sex. The third mistake, rushing the experience, is often a result of societal conditioning or personal guilt surrounding masturbation. Many men grow up feeling that masturbation is something to be done quickly and in secret, leading to a habit of rushing through the experience. However, this approach robs you of the opportunity to fully enjoy and savor the moment. Masturbation doesn't have to be a hurried, guilt-ridden act. It can be a luxurious, self-indulgent ritual that allows you to connect with your body and explore your desires. Taking your time can also help you become more attuned to your body's responses, leading to more intense and satisfying orgasms. If you're in a relationship, having an open and honest conversation with your partner about your masturbation habits can help alleviate any feelings of guilt or shame. Remember, masturbation is a normal and healthy part of life, and there's no need to hide it or feel embarrassed about it. The fourth mistake, ignoring the rest of your body, is a common oversight that can limit your pleasure. While the penis is obviously a primary source of sexual pleasure, it's important to remember that your entire body is capable of experiencing erotic sensations. Exploring other erogenous zones, such as your nipples, inner thighs, perineum, and even your anus, can open up new avenues of pleasure and help you become more in tune with your body. Many men shy away from exploring these areas due to fear of judgment or misconceptions about masculinity. But the truth is that there's nothing inherently sexual or emasculating about touching these parts of your body. In fact, embracing a more holistic approach to masturbation can lead to a deeper and more fulfilling sexual experience. If you're curious about anal stimulation, start slowly and use plenty of lubricant to ensure comfort and safety. Remember, the goal is to explore and enjoy your body in whatever way feels good to you. The fifth mistake, not using the appropriate tools, is another common pitfall that can detract from your masturbation experience. Many men rely on lotion or other household products as lubricants, but these are not designed for sexual use and can contain chemicals that irritate sensitive skin. Investing in a high-quality lubricant specifically designed for sexual activity can make a significant difference in your experience. A good lubricant reduces friction, enhances sensation, and allows for smoother, more comfortable strokes. Additionally, don't be afraid to experiment with sex toys. While toys are often marketed toward women, there are plenty of options available for men, including strokers, automatic rings, and penis vibrators. These toys can add variety and excitement to your solo sessions, helping you break free from monotony and discover new sources of pleasure. The sixth and final mistake, viewing masturbation as shameful or wrong, is perhaps the most damaging of all. Many men grow up with negative messages about masturbation, whether from religious teachings, societal norms, or cultural taboos. These messages can lead to feelings of guilt, shame, and self-judgment, which can interfere with your ability to fully enjoy the experience. It's important to recognize that masturbation is a normal, healthy, and natural part of life. There's nothing wrong or shameful about touching your body and exploring your desires. In fact, masturbation can be a powerful tool for self-discovery and self-care. By letting go of guilt and embracing your sexuality, you can unlock a deeper level of pleasure and fulfillment. Treat your alone time as something sacred and precious, and give yourself permission to feel good. Remember, you are worthy of pleasure, and there's no need to justify or apologize for your desires. In conclusion, masturbation is a deeply personal and individual experience, and there's no one-size-fits-all approach. However, by avoiding these common mistakes and embracing a more mindful, exploratory approach, you can enhance your pleasure and transform your relationship with your body. Whether you're experimenting with new techniques, exploring different erogenous zones, or simply taking your time to savor the experience, the key is to approach masturbation with curiosity, openness, and self-compassion. Remember, your body is a source of endless pleasure and potential, and you deserve to enjoy it to the fullest. So go ahead, give yourself permission to explore, experiment, and indulge in the joys of solo pleasure. You might just discover a whole new world of sensation and satisfaction that you never knew existed.